second edition of the program, The Platform, for this week. The third week in the month of September 2019. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of September 2019, and welcome to the program. This is the pinnacle of all discussions. My name is Michael Oni, and of course, after the elections, after the declaration and of course confirmation of the winners by INEC, comes different litigations, and we will be discussing one of those litigations this morning. The National and the State House of Assembly Elections Petition Tribunal sitting in Umuahia on the 9th of September ordered a rerun of election in some polling units in Abia North Senatorial District. Delivering its judgment on Monday, last week Monday, a member of the three-member tribunal, Justice IPC Igwe, said the petitioner, Mao Ohuabunwa, a former senator, successfully proved his allegations of substantial non-compliance with the electoral guidelines. Ohuabunwa is of the People's Democratic Party. He approached the tribunal to nullify that election, the election that brought in Dr. Orji Uzokalu, who contested on the 23rd of February 2019 election on the platform of the All Progressives Congress. The petitioner told the tribunal that Mr. Kalu's declaration as the winner of the poll by the Independent National Electoral Commission did not comply with the provisions of the 2010 Electoral Act as amended. He alleged that INEC excluded some votes during the collation of the results, adding that the commission also disenfranchised many registered voters in the constituency. And the tribunal said, since all the parties agreed that elections were peaceful in the entire senatorial district, INEC failed in its duty to ensure that all the units' results were duly recorded in the relevant ward and local government results sheets, and it frowned that the exclusion of over 30,000 votes from Arochukwu local government without giving good reason for its actions. Now, the tribunal held that the exceeded figure was much higher than the over 10,000 votes, which was the margin of lead between Mr. Kalu and the petitioner. Now, the panel ordered a supplementary election in the affected areas within 90 days, and that judgment, pending the appeal by the APC, has reignited another political battle for the control of Abia North Senatorial Zone and popularity contest between the two gladiators. And who are these two gladiators? The former governor, Orji Uzokalu, and Senator Mao Ohuabunwa. On the platform this morning, we are revisiting this judgment to weigh the options of both sides of the coin. And joining us this morning on the program is Honorable Maduka Okoro, the media aide to the Chief Whip of the Senate, Senator Orji Uzokalu. Good morning to you, Senator Mao Ohuabunwa. I was saying good morning to you, Honorable Maduka Okoro.
Good morning, Mike Oni, and good morning, the good people of Abia State, God's own state.
Okay, thank you very much for being part of the program this morning. Also, Dr. Undubisi Eke, I hope I'm correct with your name.
Yeah, right.
Is the Director General of Senator Mao Ohuabunwa Campaign Organization. Good morning to you, Doctor.
Good morning.
Well, I think I will begin with you. You're representing Mao Ohuabunwa, the man who took that case to court. How did you receive the judgment?
Yeah, in fact, that judgment rekindled my confidence in Nigeria's judicial system.
Okay.
That after all, justice will always prevail. So we're all happy. We consider it a victory. Reason, we got what we actually wanted. We asked for a nullification of that election and for a rerun, and the court granted it. So that's victory.
So you're happy with the judgment?
Very happy with the judgment.
Honorable Maduka, what is the official position of your boss in all this?
Well, first of all, when you listen to the Director General of Mao Ohuabunwa's campaign, saying he was happy, they had victory. I'm shocked to hear that he who said that, if he were in court, he wouldn't say they had victory. Whatever they have asked the court to give to them, I don't know what they asked them. What the court said after 3.5 hours, rigmarolling, to turn around and say there will be supplementary elections in pockets of units in Arochukwu town, in Isu, in Ihechowa, in Ohafia, in Mporo, and then we're talking about Isugweto, and then a unit in Bende. We are watching. What we did was some of them that were even dancing in the rain, I felt sorry for them, because when he talk about victory in dictionary, when you have victory is when you win over somebody else. And also the DG mentioned about nullification. That election was never nullified. Neither was Dr. Orji Okalu, the chief.
I want to say no to his language, that the court, after rigmarole, these are honorable members of the jury. They did not rigmarole. They were qualified to be there. So they did their job. That's by the way. Because there's nothing to prove that you will not also think that the appeal court will also rigmarole. So what we are saying is that we are ready for a rerun. Because I have come to understand, it's clear that Senator Mahuabo is more popular, he's a grassroots politician, is more popular than Dr. Joseph Okalo. He's more popular. So if there's a rerun, we will win. Because if you look at
when you're saying he's more popular, your opponent is a former governor of the state?
Yes, the petitioner is also the people's senator, and we're talking about Abia State, Abia North.
Okay.
We're talking about Abia North. Now, listen, how you measure popularity is based on antecedents.
Okay.
Who are you? What have you done in the past? So these are you talk about antecedents. That is the basis for assessment of who is popular or who is not popular. But
okay.
To cut it short, we are ready for a rerun. We're also ready for the appeal. We'll be there.
Do you think if you go for a rerun, you will be able to?
Not even thinking. The facts are there. There are no fictions. The facts are there, because what our legal team presented to the court is what INEC gave to them. So INEC didn't do it well. They got it all wrong. So the court said, you didn't do it well. Go and do it again. So when is Arochukwu? So why is Arochukwu disenfranchised? So these are questions, but I don't have to discuss that here. But what I'm trying to tell you is that we are ready for the rerun. Okay. We are ready for the appeal also.
Honorable Maduka Okoro.
I'll keep singing.
Honorable
Songs
Maduka
of
Okoro.
victory.
It's been said that those places that the court ordered a rerun, they are stronger area for Senator Mahuabo, strongholds, places like Arochukwu or Hafia. Are you ready to test your popularity at the polls at these places?
Test popularity? Did you hear what he just asked me? Test popularity? How can you test popularity when you are talking about Dr. Orji Okalo? He knows the truth. My brother knows the truth. That Orji Okalo cannot be compared to Mahuabo when he talk about quality, when he talk about class, when you talk about charisma, when you talk about charm, when you talk about touching the lives of the downtrodden, when you talk about being responsible and being responsive to the yearnings of the poor man and poor woman in the villages, that is Orji Okalo for you. He knows the truth. Orji Okalo is a man that can walk down the street and people will hail him and come to touch his clothes. To even make me remind myself the biblical term of when Jesus Christ was saying, he said, "Who touched my clothes?" That is popularity. Now, we are not going to debate. He knows, the DG knows very well that we are not going to talk about popularity, because the popularity is there to be seen. You cannot continue to have Mercedes-Benz and Volkswagen. It cannot compare. You cannot compare Rolls-Royce with Toyota. We all know the truth. But what we are saying is that those areas they ask us to go for supplementary, if we were to go for supplementary, as I am talking to you today, the people are waiting for Dr. Orji Okalo to be re-elected as even this is a man that people want to go back to governorship to become governor for third term, which constitution does not allow. How can the DG sit here and talk about popularity? My brother, the DG, knows that even when at the court, it takes Mahuabo 20-30 minutes to even walk to court. People don't even notice when Mahuabo walks into court. But when Dr. Orji Okalo comes into the crowd breaks into triplets. How can he sit here and talk about popularity? We are not talking about popularity. We are talking about somebody that understands the yearnings of the people. We are talking about somebody who is acceptable to the yearnings of the people. We are talking about somebody who is being loved by the downtrodden. You go to the countryside. If you decide to go for re-election today, you will see what will happen. But what Orji Okalo and our legal team are doing to say, we must test the constitutional process, and that constitutional process is Orji Okalo's right to appeal. When we appeal, you will see what will happen, because by the grace of Almighty God, in his infinite mercy, Bismillah Rahman Rahim, you will see what will happen at the court of appeal. I am not a pastor. I am a student of mysticism. I'm not a student of Scientology. What I am trying to say is that Orji Okalo is the elected senator of Federal. That is why he knows for hours. I don't know when he came to court, because I came to court by 8 o'clock in the morning and stayed there till 6:30. He knows for 3.5 hours the ruling was given. When I say rigmarole, probably the doc will go and check up the word rigmarole. When they were dancing over and over, at the end, you could not say, we hereby order that election is nullified.
Rerun was ordered in some places.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That is what I said. We're not talking about nullification.
Some places in Isukwato too.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. We are not. Those are pockets. We call it pockets of units. That's what we use in political science. What I'm trying to tell you is that the nullification is nowhere to be found. How can they nullify something that God has? Can you fight God? And He knows. A man who has been a house of reps for 8 years, a man who has been a senator for how many years? He knows donkey years. He still couldn't.
Okay, just a moment.
So Ojus Okalo can never be compared with Chief Mao Ahuabonwa.
Just a moment. I know Dr. Undubisi wants to react to some of those things that Honorable Maduka has mentioned. You have your ground. You have the ground now to react to some of those things he mentioned.
Well, there's no problem. I just kept quiet. You see, if you had looked at me very well, I was laughing. This is not an issue of mysticism and so on. These are practical things. When you talk about popularity, and when you talk about people skating around Dr. Josakal, something happened. He quoted the scriptures, and I have to reply that way. Some trust in their chariots and some in their armor. Somebody believes so much in his money, and now people following him are those who did not know how that money came. When Ojus Okalo was governor for 8 years, Abia State was highest on corruption index. Nunu Rubatu's report is still. In fact, I'm here with the report. I'm here with the newspaper report, and this man is standing trial for about 7.7 billion naira money laundering charge. How can you entrust your fate, your future, the future of a people, to a man with questionable character? We're not here to exchange tantrums, but let the truth be said. When we talk about touching lives, don't let me say the things I know about the lives touched and how those lives were touched. But that is not why we're here. But what I'm trying to tell you is this. Let there be a run. In fact, Senator Mawabunwa will beat Dr. Ojus Okalo hands down. I'm saying it. If it's done over and over, in fact, even the nullified election,
the significance, Dr.
PDP won significantly.
I want you to reiterate the significance of these. How important are these areas that the court ordered rerun to your senator? Because it has been mentioned severally that Senator Mao Okwabunwa, those places are his strongholds. So I want you to break it down. How important, and how do you think it is important to him winning? Because as it stands now, Senator Ojus Okalo is still leading with what is on ground, despite the court judgment. And when the rerun is conducted, if it will be conducted, those numbers, whatever he makes, will be added. So how important are these areas?
Well, action speaks louder than voice. We don't begin to speculate things.
Okay.
We don't begin to dive into mysticism and mysteries and all the rest of them.
But you would do your projection.
We are talking practical things.
Okay.
Now, Senator Mawabunwa is not a senator of a particular local government. He's the senator to the entire 5 local government that make up Abia North Senatorial District. He is popular everywhere, and they are willing to vote him. Apart from the high level of rigging, apart from the shameful conduct of an election, that he was rigged out in very many places, this time around it won't happen again. Because
I want you to break it down, because I will like to
listen. Okay, let me break it down. For instance,
massive rigging; those are serious allegations. Break it down.
See, when you talk about Arochukwu, the electoral law says that, in fact, holds that you don't cancel. You cancel election or polls right there at the polling unit. Is that not so? Not at the collation center. But when these results started getting filed in, once these results started coming up, once they see Mao leading in a particular place, they disenfranchise it. Why? And ANEC didn't have any explanation to this. So those areas, and they couldn't come to answer questions, say, why did you cancel these votes? Why did you not add this to the number? More than 30,000 votes. What is it to 10,000? Despite all the efforts to do funny things. So this rerun is just going to be a walkover. You know what I mean by walkover? We'll just take the victory. And that is because you can't compare Senator Mauwabuma's representation and what we have today.
Which side of Abia North is Senator Mao?
He's from Arochukwu local government by birth, but he's an indigenous of Abia North, a political leader in Abia North.
Okay.
So,
Honorable Maduka Okoro, I see you laughing in the studio. I don't know how you will respond to some of those things he mentioned. He said he has broken it down, how it is a stronghold. He said Senator Mao is from Arochukwu, where is actually one of those places where the election was nullified, that a rerun should be conducted. How important do you think that judgment is to Senator Oji?
No, the question, the DG, he tried to stay away from the question. He doesn't have stronghold. He knows he does not have stronghold. He knows that today, if we enter into our town, we will beat him. We're going to whoop him.
Senator Mao is from Aro.
It doesn't matter. There are people that come from their homestead, from their clan, don't even know diddly about what is happening in that place. What I'm trying to say, he never answered stronghold. They don't have stronghold. Now, let me give you an instance like in Koro. In Koro, where the deputy governor comes from, there was peaceful election.
Okay.
The votes were cast. And what happened after the votes were cast? We were supposed to take the votes collecting them from the polling units, take it to the ward, and from those wards to the collection center. But what happened is that the deputy governor used his office, came with armed people, and they carried away the bags of vote. The figures are there, the results are there. Now, when they went there, they went to a particular place and rewrote everything. And that is why when the votes were taken to the collection center, they said, INEC council and said they were mutilated. They are there. The facts are there. Now, let me also tell you, he tried to talk down on Dr. Oji, which he knows within himself, within his conscience. He loves Oji. This man sitting here loves Oji Okalo. This man knows that Chief Mauwabuma has a matter to answer with the police as I'm talking to you.
Let's stay on the issue.
No, it's an issue. He said we're talking about, no, it's an electoral issue.
Okay.
I'm talking about electoral based on this election. That is what I'm saying. He knows. So what we are trying to say.
Okay, you are saying based on the election.
Election. What he did. What election. He knows the matter is with the police. You know. So what I'm trying to say.
He will respond. To
of course, he will respond. The man knows he will respond. He doesn't have anything to do but to respond. So what I'm trying to tell him is that the truth. You know how he look at the language. That's how typical politician talk. You know, he will be a walkover. Which election can ever be walkover all over the world? Which election? He said it will be walkover over Oji Okalo. Who will walk over? Is it the DG that walk over Oji Okalo? Or Mauwabuma?
You're also a politician.
No, I am a political scientist.
Okay.
Now, what I'm trying to say, you don't use the word walk over. You can't even walk over a team, except when they don't come to the field to play. Is it not true, DG? You know, if you play soccer, as a bad boy, I play soccer. When there is a walkover, it's when the opponent does not show. So he said using the word walkover. I want to correct him. Let him go back and use word.
You made some serious allegations against the deputy governor. I don't know how you can prove that.
Of course, I can prove that.
A very serious allegation.
Thank you. In Nkoro, Ndabo Nkoro, and then Amaja, and all those places, there was violence after the votes have been peacefully cast. Are you understand what I'm saying? He came there now. He came there. You were not there. He came there. He came with armed men. And that's why the vote that were cast, the former, what happened was, there was this acrimony between him and the former chairman of GM of Abroma. That's Abia Road Maintenance Agency. That was his brother. There was this political debacle. There is no way Mauwabuma can defeat Oji Okalo in Nkoro, where you have people like Aro, who he knows very well, that served in the Federal House of Representatives. There is no Mauwabuma can defeat Oji when we have somebody like Tim Dukwa, Engineer Dukwaji. Powerful people. That is why the deputy governor did what he did. The votes from Koro were mutilated. And according to him now, he said that in INEC, the electoral law of 2010, that the responsibility of the INEC was when you see elections of votes that were returned, if there was violence in a particular area or there was overvoting, the responsibility of INEC is to cancel the election at that place. But you don't cancel election right at the ward or the polling, he knows. When there is violence, where you disagree with that, is when you have all your agents, they come, they say, we are not going to sign because we don't agree with this result. That's how you follow it. Now, when you go to collection center and you think you are a small Alec, you go to collection center, then the INEC, in their duty, will look at those things and look at where there was overvoting. A lot of places there were overvoting. Even in Ozitem, I am from Ozitem, there was overvoting. We didn't say anything. APC, we refused to say anything. When you were taken to the collection center, they cancelled that place because there was overvoting. Because the guy who was rigging the election, we allowed him to rig. He overreached himself.
But these are serious allegations.
Not allegations. I'm talking about facts. I'm from Ozitem. I'm telling you what I saw. You say it's allegation. I'm speaking the truth.
It is allegation until proving that it is right. Those are your opinions.
No, it is there with INEC. It is there with INEC. Okay. What I'm saying is the paperwork with INEC. I'm not talking about somebody told Madukokoro there was this rigging and nobody. No, I was there.
Okay, Dr. Undubisi, I don't know how you want to respond. There have been so many allegations raised by Honorable Maduka here in the studio this morning.
See, I am matured enough and I have overgrown tantrums. Those are for kids. How can somebody sit down here and begin to lay accusations on a sitting deputy governor, and these things you cannot prove it? That is, I call it treason. It's like trying to run the government down, but that's not where I'm going. When I say walk over, all the schemings, all the scams, all the plans, every wayo and every other thing that Dr. Joseph Carlos campaign team concocted, we have demystified all of them. In fact, nobody believed that the judgment would turn out this way, because they said this man had so much money. He didn't know that the tribunal members were men of integrity. It didn't work out that way. So when you say walk over, because we now know your tactics, because we now allow you to do what you had done in the past, to steal a mandate that didn't belong to you, then it's a walkover, because we win landslide. And I still have to celebrate with my brother here. He said, I love everybody, because every child of God has to. In fact, love should be the watch. I love him too.
But you don't love me. Probably you like me.
Okay, I like you. He is from Ozito, I'm from Item. So this is my brother sitting down here. But let's get to the truth. Nobody should mislead each other. That is just what we're saying. Okay. I still insist that Senator Mao will win landslide if there's a wrong.
All right, let's go for a break now. Let's go for a break. Okay. It is all in the interest of Abia North Senatorial District, and when we return, we are going to look at what are those plans. What do you really have? What does that? Because Senator Orji Uzor Kalu is still sitting until he appeals, and let's see what the appeal judgment will be, and maybe Supreme Court will be.
No. It ends with appeal.
Okay, it ends with appeal. It ends with appeal. So let's know what exactly Senator Mao Huabunwa has in stock for the people of Abia North, that he's so much interested in making sure he gets justice. And also let's know what Senator Dr. Orji Uzor Kalu has in stock for the people.
Distinguished senator, when you're addressing him.
Okay, he has in stock for the people of Abia North, so that we have in mind how much love do these people have for the people of Abia North. It is the platform right here on Flow 94.9 FM this wonderful Wednesday morning. We will be right back. Interesting conversation here this morning on the platform on Flow 94.9 FM, the third edition, or the second edition for the week, the third week in the month of September 2019. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of September 2019. Well, we've been speaking to the representatives of distinguished senators. The representative, that's the media aide to Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, Honorable Maduka Okoro is right here, and Dr. Undubisi Eke, the Director General of Senator Mao Ohuabunwa Campaign Organization. And we'll be talking about that election that took place in Abia North Senatorial District, and of course the tribunal judgment, National and the State House of Assembly Elections Petitions Tribunal, that started in Umuahia on the 9th of September. That was last week, Monday. And a whole lot has been said. It looks like Abia North Senatorial District is the most interesting senatorial district in Abia State, looking at the political gladiators we have. But let's quickly take a look at, what has been done so far by Senator Mao Ohuabunwa, and why he thinks the people should believe that he's fighting a good for the good cause of the people of Abia North Senatorial District, Dr. Ndubisi?
Well, if I begin to reel out Senator Mao's achievements in the Senate, you may have to give me 2 hours. Because
you just summarize. Let's do the summary.
Because
let's straight to the point.
When you talk about, in fact, every local government area got, in terms of infrastructural development and project execution, Senator Mao comes first.
So you're saying it is for the good?
Yes, for the good of the people, because every local government got health centers, they got water boreholes, they got good. In fact, Arochukwu Road is the project is ongoing. And when you talk about, is it public conveniences? Is it so many empowerment and so many other things he has done from, if I begin to read them out, we won't have time to contain what I'm going to say. From Umunoch, renovation of health centers, construction of skill acquisition centers, donation of transformers and installation, and all the rest of them. Come to Sukwato, Bende, everywhere. Look at Mpa Road and every other place, up to Arochukwu. In fact, every part. I read this out on a social media. Somebody called me and said that his community is not there. I looked at it and said, your community is already included in 2019 budget. We are coming there to take care of it. Because every community in Abia, including Ibere, got everything. As he's laughing, my brother here, we put street lights in his place. At Elugumba, I brought
where is that?
I'm talking about Ozita, where it comes from.
Okay.
At Elugumba, there was no light there for many, even when Senator Joseph Akala was there was no light. I was the one that supervised the installation of a 300 kVA state-of-the-art transformer there. And we lit up, what do we call it, Elugumba for him. And he has not said thank you. He has not, because that's what I expect. And that's just to mention his own community. We did same in Ibere and every other place. So that is why Senator Mao's election campaign slogan is, let the good work continue. And Abia not say in agreement. So they are saying, let the good work continue.
In your opinion now, it's about the good work.
It's about the good work. Let the people continue to enjoy the dividends of democracy.
Honorable Maduka, will you say thank you to Senator Mao?
No, he will. First to me.
Well, first of all, why should I tell him thank you? For what? What Mao Wabonwa did in Elugumbo Zitem, he didn't do for Zitem people, he did it for Dr. Mokoro, my eldest brother. So that's their private business, okay. What they did. That's a private thing. Now, when you talk about, you know what, all this stuff the DG has said, I am happy he has not mentioned about frying pan. They said they empowered people with frying pan. And he has not been able to say it because he knows that he was a big and bad PR for Mao Wabonwa. And look at him talking about Lavo Terrace. Lavo Terrace, where people go and poo-poo, is that an achievement? Here is a man that had been in the Senate. The only thing he could do is to go and build people houses for people. That is very, very annoying. There is nobody in Abia North that will hear that the DG is talking about Mao did this, Mao did that, health center. Which health center? Renovation. So giving it to his cronies.
What is the interest of Senator
the people? Now let me tell you. The good of the food is in the good of the food is in the eating. Before he became a district senator, because you call him senator, he's not a senator, he's a district senator, not senator of APC, not senator of PDP, but a senator representing Nigeria as an entity. Now, before he became a senator, when he was no longer an 8-year governor, two-term governor, he was called by Olusegun Obasanjo, our able president, action governor. Nobody ever called Mao action anything. They only called follow better. People have been following bad things. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is that Ojo Zakalo hit through NDDC, did a lot of road. Now he's going to tell me thank you because Ojo Zakalo, we did road, NDDC did road, into it. I'm up with him. He's here and he's telling me to tell him thank you. When he Mokoro and Mao Wabonwa and the DDG, Dr. Ndukwe, they connect together as friends and built some lights for their friends. And now himself, he need to tell me thank you because we did Amoko Ring Road, we did Abereba, we did Umu. Go and look at Umu. Umu, people were dying. Nobody has ever entered Umu. Despite the fact that Ojo Zakalo empowered 97.4% of all political holders in Abia. Even Mao Wabonwa came to Roch. He called him my master. He said that I'm even afraid to fight my master, but I have to fight him. He said that. He was there.
Right.
So what I'm trying to tell you that Ojo Carlo has done a lot of things when he was no longer a governor, when he was not even a senator. He been touching like the 20,000 naira, which you were from Abia North, you would have gotten 20,000 naira. We gave it to people that sell akamu, sell akara, sell egusi in the countryside.
All right.
Now wait, let me finish my own.
Okay,
he has a book. He has a book. I don't have a book. There is only thing is in my brain. He has a book that they wrote. He and Mao Abunwa wrote. What I'm trying to tell you,
he needed to itemize his
he cannot itemize. What did he itemize? He said lavatories.
Right,
How can he build lavatories and he coming to tell Abia North people that he built lavatories? His lavatory achievement to you. As a Yoruba man, it's a lavatory an achievement.
I don't have an opinion here.
Good, you don't have opinion, but you must have opinion because you're a Nigerian. What I'm trying to tell you is that the DG knows that what they did to Abia North people is not good. That frying pan and matches that they gave to people to burn themselves, it's not fair.
All right.
It's not fair. So DG, I am begging you to pray to God so that we all come together. You and I will wine and dine on one table because you know you love Oji. I'll take you to Neya because Mawabuwa cannot even invite people to their house, but Oji can invite people to their house.
We need to go straight to the phone lines now to pick as much calls we can accommodate on the program.
No problem.
Dr. Undubisi, you have 1 minute to respond to that, and we head straight to the phone lines. He's also demanding a thank you from you.
Well, when you talk about propaganda, I think OUK's machinery is very active on that.
Thank you very much.
There was nothing like
you don't have propaganda.
There was nothing like fry pan empowerment. What Senator Mao did was this: those who, during his skill acquisition training, those who offered pastries were given gas cylinders and burners. They were given frying pans too, and every other equipment they need to start up. That is what happened. So when the symbolic presentation was going on, somebody picked it and went on air from his camp. That was that. Now, talk about lavatory that he mentioned. At Umunoch, Law Panta Cattle Settlement. Of course, this is the Ruga people. And right there, there was an outbreak of cholera because there was no toilet there. And this man responded by providing what they needed. Go to Sukwato, Akara, their market there. If you're pressed, there's nothing you can do. Senator Man had to do something there. Go to Ebe Motor Park. If you're pressed in that motor park, you have nothing to do. So he did. That is meeting the needs of the people, giving them what they asked for, giving them water, because there's always a water borehole there. You see, when Senator Joseph Carlo was the governor, he didn't do all these things. He didn't do any of these things. He took our people to Okija, and we are still suffering it. We are still suffering from the outcome of
but Michael, you will not say that the man has made an allegation. You didn't use the word, but my own, you asked me that every truth that I was saying, you are saying allegation. Look at this man, you used the word Bonson Bonner. He's done in Bonner. You are giving somebody Bonner. This man, giving Mao was giving to Bonner. Now you are telling me this man called Ruga.
We gave gas cylinders and all the kitchen.
Use Bonner.
We have to head to the phone lines.
To bomb people.
We have to head to the phone lines now, gentlemen.
I didn't burn anybody.
Behind the scene now, you've been friends. I don't know what is happening on air now. Let's head straight to the phone lines.
Let's go to the phone lines.
Let's take calls. Please, I want to indulge our callers to please stay on the issue. No attack on any personality. Try as much as possible to stay on the issues. 0808-182-6949, 0811-605-2949. Drop messages on 0906-510-8289. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning, Mike.
Yes, good morning. What's your name?
My name is Wakwechi Debre from Obra in Bende. Good morning, Dr. Madukokura and the DG of Follow Better.
All right, you're welcome. You have just 45 seconds, okay?
No problem. I only want to have a question for Mr. Madukokura. If you people are not afraid of Senator Mahu Habunwa, why did you rush to appeal court to appeal the judgment? Let us go back to Abia North and test the popularity of both of them instead of going to the appeal court to appeal the judgment. If you're confident enough that you will beat Mahu Habunwa blue and black, let's go back. Withdraw the matter from the court. Let's go back to the poll and test the popularity. Thank you and God bless you.
All right. Let me state here that the matter is not yet in the appeal court. If the matter is in the appeal court, we won't be discussing it in a radio like this. I have responded to that, Honorable. Let's move on now.
No, he has a question for me.
Okay.
You got to pay attention. He asked me a question. I have to respond to that question.
You have 30 seconds. Quickly, let's take.
What I want to say, you see, these are followers of Mahu Habunwa. Look at him. He doesn't even know we have not gone to I've not finished. He asked me a question. He said that we test the popularity. This same man voted against Mahu Habunwa.
How did you know? How did you know? It's voting in secrecy.
I was there. There's no secrecy. Everybody knows it.
You were in
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Mike One and Honorable Madu Kokoro, including Doctor.
Yes, good morning. They are listening. Good morning to you.
Yeah, this is a blessed man from Bende.
You're welcome, blessed man.
Yeah, then what I want to say is that the men looking, I'm an indigene of Obo from Imo State, living in Abia. What I want to say is that when we are talking about popularity, you cannot compare Maho with OUK, the distinguished senator. I'm not from Abia, but we are talking about the fact that there is no way that Maho Habunwa can beat OUK if they went to the field for voting. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for your contribution this morning. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you. My own opinion as a Nigerian.
Your name, please.
My name is Honorable Chief Chris Mugwa, and I'm representing from OBG.
You're welcome, Honorable.
Thank you.
All right, we're done with the program this morning. I want to really appreciate you, gentlemen, for being part of the program this morning, and of course for your contribution on the program this morning. Honorable Maduka Okoro.
Well, I want to say thank you to Abia North. I want to say to stick to your guns. God in His infinite mercy is going to continue to give you a good man like Oji Ozokalo, and that is the purpose, man. And we are not here because we want to debate over trivial issues, but we are speaking the truth. But I'm happy that my brother from Item, who never voted, he loves me, and I love him too much. And we'll continue to move to bring Abia North together. And I know that Item will be a better place when Ojokalo stays there for 4 years.
The media aide to Senator Ojokalo, Honorable Maduka Okoro there. And also, we've had Dr. Undubisi Eke, the Director General of Senator Mao Ohuabunwa Campaign Organization. Thank you very much for being part of the program this morning.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to thank the people of Abia for keeping faith with Senator Mao Ohuabunwa. Continue to follow Beta. Beta will follow you always. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
The program returns on Friday, the platform. That will be the last edition of the program for the week. I want to really appreciate my producer, Samson Eze. Thank you very much. And also engineer in the studio, Engineer Divine. My name is Michael Oni. Do have yourself a wonderful Wednesday ahead.